Just a friendly reminder from your boy Ace, don't forget to check out my boys at Omnime Store so that you can pick up some of the latest releases from MyFX, Dawson Model, Demoniacal Fit, and more for some of the best prices and the fastest shipping. Let's get into it. What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Class E Adventure Dragon Ball Super Android 18. This is her in her tracksuit for those who don't know, and I just wanted to show you guys that I got a brown shipper or whatever it is that came with it. So that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at that sexy packaging so we can hurry up and bust this figure out. So that packaging is actually quite interesting. This is not what I was expecting, but it's simple and I like it. You have a few images of Android 18 from the series. Now this is actually her from Dragon Ball Z because you can tell by the sleeve. So they could have left that one off there or just replaced it with another one. But you've got her walking right here. You've got her with like a little nervous face right there. And then an attacking one right here. She's attacking right here. Nothing much really going on. You got the warnings at the bottom. Ages 15 and up. Nothing at the top. Nothing at the bottom. Nothing really much going on the sides either. And then the back. Now this is a trip right here. You got this destroyed city. I have no idea what this has to do with anything. But if you look right here at the bottom, you can see Cell's hand. And he's got a picture of Android 18. But look at the picture, yo. Like, look at the photo they decided to use. Like, first of all, why would he have a picture of Android? I'm not even going to get into that. You already know. That's the sexy packaging for you guys. Let's bust it out and take a look at the figure. Now, before I even get into this review, the first thing I want to say is, Google, I don't know what y'all got going on. Y'all are really trying to change my perspective of Android 18 because all I did was type in Android 18 tracksuit outfit in Google, and those images y'all gave me, like, y'all wilding out here, man. Android 18 is not even as thick as a lot of artists like to draw her. So y'all need to chill out with that. There's no thick chick in Dragon Ball Z. Y'all need to cut that. Anyway, on to the figure itself. I wanted to see if this outfit was accurate, and for the most part, it is. They did a really good job on this, and I have a lot of positives when it comes to this figure so far. Just playing with it, having it in hand. This thing's pretty nice. Now let's dive into the look of it. First off, we already know the torso is definitely longer than it should be. There's really nothing you can do about that. Now, depending on how you angle her, depending on how you pose her, it doesn't look bad. But one thing I want to get into is this piece right here. This is a soft plastic. And this piece right here is what helps her move forward. It doesn't stick, like, because as you guys can see, she's going to move backwards a little bit no matter how you do that. I mean, it's cool that it's there, but since this is one piece of plastic, I feel like it's just not effective. So that part of the articulation, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know, is useless. Whether you twist or turn her, not something I'll get into more later. But other than that, I've got to give it to him. This tracksuit, it doesn't look bad. Now, I've heard this has been taken from a Figma. It definitely feels like a Figma. But with an Android 18 head on top of it, it's hard for me to take this as a Figma. But yeah, in terms of looks, the paintwork for the most part is clean, as you guys can see through and through. It's weird having this in hand because, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's a bootleg figure. Like, this feels authentic. And I really love this expression that she comes with as well. She comes with some pretty nice expressions. Even though they're all bland, you can get her looking in a bunch of crazy directions. And I know I'm all over the place, but this is a different kind of review for me. But I'm digging this so far. I'm not feeling the articulation at the chest, but we'll talk more about articulation in just a sec. So first off, let's put her back, see how tall she stands, and then we'll get into everything else. Now, as far as the height on Android 18 to the top of her head, as you guys can see, she's right under 5 inches. Now, the androids are pretty short in the series anyway, but it feels like she's a little small, but I can't say for sure. So we'll find out once we get into the size comparisons. We'll see how she scales with the other Android 18 before other people start to complain about this. But I think this is accurate. I'm just going to say that. Now, as far as her articulation goes, She looks up almost none, but I mean, you got the hair touching the back of the shirt, so obviously that's not going to work. She looks down really well, though, as you guys can see. That's pretty good. She does get tilt and movement at the head. No movement at all out of the neck, but I mean, it's fine. You can pretty much get all the tilt that you want out of her head, and it's not really limiting anything at all. And so I think, actually, you can lift it up a bit to get her to look up, but then it kind of makes the neck look a little bit longer, so I wouldn't do that. But yeah, that did happen. Her arms go up and out about that much. She does have a built-in swivel. It's a single jointed elbow, but you can bring it in pretty far. Now her hands are on definitely a Figma peg. That I know for a fact, or hinge rather. But you can move it pretty well, so I'm not going to complain. Now, as I showed earlier, you guys already know how it works at the torso. She does have this back piece right here that allows her to crunch forward, but she can't hold the pose. It seems like they tried to pull a McFarlane here. If you guys know what I'm talking about, then you know. But if not, yeah, you can get her to crunch forward about that much. But I feel like the longer you hold this pose, something like this, the more that plastic is going to wrinkle. So be careful with that. Now, as far as twisting and turning, she can do it. But once again, it just feels like that plastic is going to rip. I don't know. I don't trust that. It might not, but if nothing else, I do feel like it will warp even if it doesn't rip. Now, as far as the legs go, they can go out very far. She can do a full split, I had to say that twice to make sure y'all heard. She does have a thigh swivel, as you guys can see. It's a single jointed knee. I don't like that at all, but that's how it is with Figma sometimes, so I'm not even going to act like I'm surprised. But yeah, single jointed knee. It's still going to help her with posing and everything. But foot goes down about that much, up about that much. She does not have a toe hinge, surprisingly, but she has really great ankle rotation. So articulation-wise, she's decent. Actually, one thing I forgot to check. Let's see here. No butterfly joints, so she can only bring her arms in about that much. So yeah, I'd say the articulation is decent. For the most part, you're going to be able to get her into a bunch of Android 18-like poses. It's just trying to bend her at the torso is where the main problem is going to come in. But this is solid so far. I'm digging this. Even though this torso is weird to me, I can't lie. I really am digging this a lot. Now, when it comes to accessories, there is a lot to talk about. And I mean that in a half bad way and a half good way, but more so good. So let's go ahead and get into it. First off, you do have this face that she comes with out of the package where it kind of looks like she's looking down on you. And I really like this. If Tamashii Nations wasn't going to give us any different expressions, any kind of teeth gritted faces or anything like that, I really feel like they should have given us some stuff like this. So this is cool. And there's another one she comes with that's just like it. I'll show in just a sec. But she comes with a pair of fist hands as well. She comes with a pair of pointing fingers, as you guys can see. She comes with a pair of, I just got my nails done, even though the nails aren't painted, which that's a joke. She didn't really do that. But yeah, that's just what that hand makes me think of. She comes with a pair of relaxed hands. She comes with a pair of stylish martial arts hands. And the two that I just showed are ones that the actual 18 comes with as well. Then she comes with a pair of blasting hands. And she comes with another set of blasting hands. I'll just show one that has a little hole in it. And this is actually for the blast effect that you just kind of plug in there. And that stays very well. And she comes with two of these, by the way. I'll show the other one. These are really cool. They're like a translucent yellow. It's just a key blast, and they look really, really good. I'm glad that they included these, so that's awesome. She comes with another hand. This one is just one, and it is for holding on to a drink, and you guys can see it has an E on there. And let's see how well she holds it. Yeah, doesn't look like that's going anywhere. So awesome. She comes with a hand for holding a can. She comes with a pair of alternate sleeves, and these are for when you plug the hands into the pockets. So that's dope that they included this as well. And to top it off, she comes with a few faces. Now she gets her stern face where she's just looking forward. This is kind of a neutral Android 18 look. She comes with another face looking forward, and this is her with a smirk. So that's when she's cocky or she's about to whoop somebody and she knows it. And then lastly, you get one where she's looking up. So it's in the same kind of direction, but she's looking up instead of down this time. And it's cool that they included this. They just repainted the eyes and made them look a different direction. That's super dope because honestly, the SH Figure Arts was lackluster, and the fact that they would do something like this really makes me happy. So that being said, let's move on to the next set because this is what we really have to talk about. Now for the next part, this is where things get pretty interesting. I'm sure you guys remember a couple of months ago, there were promo images that came out of Android 18 with movable eyes. And I remember everyone saw it and Instagram was going crazy talking about how ridiculous it looked. Well, she does actually come with those faces with movable eyes. And they look exactly like they looked in those photos, which is absolutely ridiculous. This right here says bootleg. This right here says bootleg. And she comes with 4 expressions that all look absolutely terrible. You got bug eyes, you got half bug eyes, you got 1/3 bug eyes with the mouth open, and then you got 1/3 bug eyes with, I don't know if that's a smile or a frown or what. But these actually come in a separate piece of plastic tucked behind the figure. So honestly, these are extras. Now, that to this, let me show both of these. You get this with the figure, which this looks exactly like the authentic product. If you don't believe me, here is the authentic product right here. Obviously, this one has shaded hair because this is the event exclusive, but this looks good. So you can, if you don't have the original, you can get this and still have some of the original faces. Like I said about this thing, this blow up doll face. This is something completely separate. You don't even have to open that if you don't want to. I just wanted to show you guys that it is included. And then if you, I know it's hard to look at. I'm sorry. You do have the little spots right here to move the eyes around. But remember, at the end of the day, you can still get these as well, and you can completely throw that other stuff in the trash if you want to. At the end of the day, I am a reviewer, so I had to show you guys that it is included. And the last thing that you get with her is this really cheap feeling stand. As you guys can see, it does hold her weight, but it's a pretty weird stand. It just kind of bends in 2 spots. It doesn't bend all the way at the bottom, but it does bend quite a bit in the middle. And as you guys can see, it does hold her weight as well. So you can use it to hold her up. Now, if you want to tighten this so that she's not flopping around, you definitely can do that with a screwdriver. It's cool that they included it, but I never use bootleg stands at all. Just as I was moving on to the next segment, I remembered that this 18 does come with another accessory. I don't know how I forgot it, but I looked in the back of the package and here it was. This little kick effect or whatever it is, as you guys can see, it's a translucent plastic, but I think it has like paper in there for the effect or something. I'm really not sure. Now, I'll be honest, I don't really care for this. I just remember that she came with it. It's cool, but I'd probably use this on a million different other figures before I ever used it with Android 18. Now, here's the port right here that you can plug the stand into. So if you guys are planning on using this, it does come with it as well. Just a little something extra. I'm not going to be upset about it, but like I said, I'll never use it. Now, moving on to size comparisons, here she is standing next to the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Super Ultra Instinct Omen Goku, the SH Figure Arts 2.0 Super Saiyan Vegeta with a demoniacal fit evolution head sculpt on the body, and of course the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Super version of Trunks. Next up, here she is standing next to the event exclusive Dragon Ball Z 17 and 18, and of course to the far right we have Jiren. Now, as you guys can see, she is smaller than the SH Figure Arts Android 18, which confirms this is probably a teenage Figma body just as everyone said that it was. Now, she looks good, but I'm going to be real with y'all. She's definitely too small. After seeing this, she's too small. And lastly, for some extras, here she is standing next to the Marvel Legends Deadpool Movie 2, Domino, the Figma My Hero Academia Ochiko, and the Revoltech Ami Ami exclusive Harley Quinn. Now, as you guys can see, even Ochiko is a hair taller than her. And it's not because I have her looking up either. Ochiko is actually taller than her. And I don't know how I feel about that. Now, one thing I do want to say is for my people who love Android 18 enough that you might just want to buy this to get some alternate expressions for her, you definitely can do that. Because here is the Classy Adventure head. As you guys can see, this is on a hinge, but here's the SH Figure Arts, which is on a peg. But I do have the Classy Adventure face on the SH Figure Arts head sculpt. Now, you can't put the whole hairpiece on, but you can put the faces on these. They are the exact same size, and as you guys can see, they do fit very well. So if you want to swap out faces, you can definitely do that. Alright, y'all, I'm going to be completely honest because y'all know I'm not the type to sugarcoat how I feel about an action figure. I don't care which company made it. If it's bad, I'm going to call it bad. If it's good, I'm going to call it good. Now, this is one of those figures that I am completely down the middle on just because I am so confused. Like, I don't know whether I really like this thing, whether I kind of like it, or whether my brain is telling me to like it. I really don't know. Because, like, I have posed this around. I've had a ton of fun with it. But at the same time, I can point out the problems that it has. I'm going to get to the problems one more time. The number one issue for me is her height. They definitely took a Figma girl and used the body. And she's the height of a 15-year-old. As you guys saw, which I'll show again, Ochiko from My Hero Academia is taller than her, and that's just something that shouldn't be. But at the same time, she's not so small that she won't fit fine in your Dragon Ball collection, depending on who you have her next to and how you have them posed. Now, if everyone's in vanilla, yeah, she's gonna look a little weird standing next to Goku and Vegeta. But as you guys can see, 17 and 18 standing next to her right now don't look that bad. 17's a little bit taller, but she's almost the same size as the SH Figure Arts 18. So I feel like it definitely could work. She'll definitely fit in with your Dragon Ball Super figures, and I think she'll be okay. Now, like I said, the elongated torso is probably what's going to tick a lot of people off. But if you can look past the height and that torso, you can have some fun with this figure. She comes with quite a few accessories. As you guys can see, some of them that I deem completely unnecessary, but they're all there. And you get variety when it comes to the faces. She can look different directions, which is something even the SH Figure Arts couldn't do. And she was pretty expensive for limited accessories. So, I don't know. There's a lot to enjoy about this figure, but at the same time, for the people that say, nah, I'm going to pass, I don't have any interest in it, I completely understand. At the end of the day, we all do still know that Demoniacal Fit is going to be making their version as well, or we'll see. Who knows? They probably won't even release it. We know how they are. It's usually Goku, Vegeta, maybe Gohan, Vegito, but other stuff, sometimes we just don't get. But I'll say it's nice. I don't know. I'm not going to rate it. I can't rate it just because this figure confuses me, man. It really does. A part of me likes it, and then a part of me is like, what the heck is going on? So, yeah, that's my review. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. If not, I'm sorry. But don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. Lastly, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe and peace.